Yo, what's doing guys? Paulie of Paullysells here. This is going to be a detailed video going through the aggressive and notorious features of the Kayano 20, which has had a strong rise in demand in the last few years, similar to the negative connotations behind the Nike TN. These bad boys aren't too far off with their reputation. The history of ASICS in Australia and its negative stigma, however, isn't going to be discussed in this video. So firstly, I want to welcome you guys to Anatomy of a Kayano, where we're going through a thorough overlook of the details and features that make the Kayano such a great pair of kicks, not only aesthetically, but also practically. Specifically, I'll be detailing the Kayano 20, and what a better pair to go through than the legendary Kayano 20 Yellow Lite-Shows, which is arguably the rarest Kayano 20 released. I only know of, I think, 3 other pairs in Australia. This one, however, is in really mint condition, and you guys will see that. Before we begin though, I wanted to say welcome to my channel. Also, thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button below, shoot us a subscription if you want to see more videos on both ASICS and TN. Check out www.paullysells.com.au for a massive range of products, blog posts, and beautiful pictures. Also, I'm currently wearing the Nike Hyperwarm Academies, which are super warm, however fit slightly large, so I recommend you sizing down. So I'm going to be starting with the upper, and then the midsole, and then finally the outsole and tread. The Kayano 20 is infamous for its comfort, and with my own experience, I believe they are the comfiest pair of shoes I've ever put on foot. This comes down to a number of things, but one of them is definitely the Comfort Dry sock liner. It is mind-blowingly smooth and soft. This video doesn't do it any justice. If you haven't worn a pair of these in real life, you definitely need to try one on. This is continued through the entire inner, including the tongue itself. The pair has a fluid fit upper, which is combined with its mesh, make it feel like you're putting on a glove. This is paired with a super wide toe box, which is this area here near the front. Designed in a way so that when you're walking throughout your day, it's a super comfortable space for your toes to spread and not feel cluttered. Before we move forward, I want to show off what I think is one of the most iconic things of this shoe. It's a small tongue logo here, which is different on every pair. It's also got a lacelet here which marks down the model number. This here, the 20 for the Kayano 20. A lot of ASICS sport very similar features. I think they're really interesting. Now, moving on to some more striking features. This upper sports the iconic ASICS cage, or as other people like to call them, stripes, which are on both the inner and the outer side of the shoe, accompanied with what I can only describe as strikes or shadows across the upper, adding to its super aggressive look. The Kayano 20 imprint is stamped at the end of the cage, as a majority of other ASICS model also label itself there. Next to this is an insane heel cup, which is used to support your heel on each step, which is detailed with a 3M reflective IGS symbol, flexing the impact guidance system, which is on a lot of the more recent Kayanos. This rear reflector is accompanied by a front reflector here, which is on the majority of ASICS shoes for night visibility for runners. However, we all love a bit of 3M on our pairs. Another interesting feature is that the toe guard itself shows the history of the Kayano silhouette etched into it. I'm not sure if the camera can focus on it, but it speaks on all the prior models and silhouettes that have been released, since this is the 20th anniversary pair of the Kayano. I'll add some photos in the blog post, and I highly recommend you guys check that out on our website. Moving on to the midsole, which is comprised of the Fluid Ride and Duomax 2 layered midsole, which encourage a mad bounce back as well as providing support and stability. Beyond this, these technologies have merged together to create an insanely chunky and aggressive midsole, with aggressive and sharp sections, which feature both external front and rear gels, a rare feature now, since the removal of them after, I think, the Kayano 24. These are reminiscent of the external bubbles on a Nike TN. Apparently these were created in order to help with shockproofing, but just look at the insane shape and detail put into this midsole. Finally, we're going to have a look at the outsole and tread, which is the rubber underside of any shoe. However, these specifically can be sectioned into parts, such as the rear and front gel pads. Also described as bricks, which is each individual section of the shoe. The lines which are contained within each of these sections are telling of the condition of which the pair is in. I'm unsure whether it's in focus, but I'll pop a photo up which is still on the blog as well. You guys can have a look there. This pair has tons of lines across it, meaning that it's been barely worn and is in Mickey condition. You guys can have a look at that. It's still fresh. Beyond this, the Kayano 20 sports a ton of other colorways. As you can see in the background, we've got the Tiffany's here and we've got the Coral Light-Shows as well. I'm going to turn off the light now, give me 1 second, and I'm going to show you guys the 3M effects on this Light-Show pair. Hopefully the video is in focus, but you should be able to see the insane 3M shine that all three of these sport from the Light-Show range. If you want to see more details, as I said, on our website we have these products all up for grabs. So I highly recommend you have a look at them. There's a lot of detailed shots and many detailed videos to have a look at. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys remember to also like, subscribe, and comment any suggestions you have for video topics or any feedback that you heard. Please check out our website as well, which once again was www.paullysells.com.au.